Hi guys, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We're going to taste one of John's favourites, a Rioja. Okay, so let me give you a picture of the bottle and the label. Voila. So Vina Pomal Rioja. And this is reputedly one of Winston Churchill's favourites, Bodega, thank you, yeah. Bodega. I believe that the vineyard started in 1904.
Yes.
Which is a funny time of the evening to start, but anyway.
He doesn't even borrow these himself.
No. Too few brain cells to bore myself with them. So anyway, a Rioja, you love Rioja.
Yes, I can. I mean, we all say it's a mood thing, but we know this from past videos that Rioja is my go-to. If I could only drink one wine for the rest of my life, it would be Rioja.
Okay, well, shall we have a look at the colour?
I would love to have a look at the colour.
Okay, let's go for it. And the first thing I'm thinking is, wow, that's deep. There's hardly any light getting, even when I'm holding on against a white background, there's hardly any light getting through that. That's really deep, isn't it?
Isn't it just, it's like that.
Sorry?
I'm not going to, if someone listens to the sound there, it's just...
I just looked, it's 2016, so we're tasting this in 2024.
Yes, so
it's 8 years old.
Yeah. And
it is a Reserva. I mean, it's not a Grand Reserva, but it's a Reserva.
But it still looks that with that richness that we're just in there. The real burgundy with the purple is coming through there. And as you said, you can't see through it. It's thick. It's delicious. The way that's, and I'm not just saying it because it's Rioja. You can see yourself there. The way that's sitting in the glass is seductive. And I know I shouldn't be describing like sillily like that. It's seductive, but it is. That makes me just want it.
Do you think that sort of our Spanish viewers will be a little bit upset with you referring to it as a French colour?
Did I say French colour?
Well, you said burgundy.
But I meant, but not like that. I hope you wouldn't be. I do like your Riojas. But it has got the richness there, and the depth, and I'm already anticipating. I'm anticipating what this is going to smell like. I hope it doesn't let me down.
We have sort of sampled a fair few Riojas, and it's surprising the number of that really haven't hit the spot, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, some because I can get quite excitable as well about Rioja, and so sometimes when you want in all that and then you get in there and it's not there. So let's hope this doesn't. That colour though it's a good sign.
Talking about hitting the spot, if you hit the like button and the subscribe button, that will help other people find our channel, and we'd really appreciate it. Obviously, if you hit the little dingy bell thing, that will make sure you are notified every time we release a video.
How he manages to get that in every single episode. But that's good, yes. Do that. Right, I'm going to have a go on the nose.
Okay. That's lovely, isn't it? That just took me to like being in a Spanish wine bar, maybe in the countryside, and late at night, nice temperature, some nice sort of ham on the table. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, see now this is a good one. This is one that has not.
Oh, we haven't tasted it yet.
Not yet. But that nose. And the nose on this would suggest for me that I'm not going to be tasting it for a while, because that's just that.
I'm getting sort of oak, what I associate with oak, and the smell that I think, every time I smell that, I think you're going to think that's leather. I don't recognise it leather, but I know when I smell that, you're going to think of leather.
Definitely, and there's blackcurrant in there, which I don't, usually if there is fruit, which there isn't a lot of usually, it would be a black cherry, but that, it's definitely got the more blackcurranty flavour, even the similar.
I can get cherry out of it as well, though.
A bit of coffee. There's just for me.
Coffee grounds. It smells delicious, and in fact, it smells so good. I'm a little bit nervous that
hesitant to see if
it's going to taste as good.
Yeah, we've had that a fair few times, haven't we? One last.
Hurrah
on the nose.
Hurrah. Okay. It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Okay.
How much is this?
How much?
Right.
Here's the price. $12.99 from Majestic if you're buying this and five other bottles, either of this or anything else. If you're buying it on its own, it's $14.99, which we all know is 15 quid.
I'd pay, well, without a tasting that, just on the nose, right, I'm gonna have a taste.
Okay. That's delicious, isn't it?
That's a bingo.
That's delicious. It is delicious.
That is.
There's a few transient sort of transfers of phases, sorry, of taste that go through your mouth once you've. It's lovely.
I'd like a moment of silence, so I would just appreciate that.
A moment of zen. It's pretty boring for these guys. We're just.
Yeah, sorry, just but that's ticked the boxes. That has ticked the boxes. So first of all, flavour-wise, brings through exactly what I did with the nose. There's a richness, there's a blackcurrant in there, that leather and oak, which we often talk about, but it goes one step further. The tannins came in a little bit harder than I thought they would do. I expected with the Reserva to be a little bit smoother, easier, but that did not stop the wine doing what it's supposed to do. Straight after those tannins came, this kind of a licoricey flavour came and just kind of settled itself on my tongue and just let me know, there it is, that's the flavour, that's going to last for a while. And it does, it just sits there perfectly. I mean, I am being quite greedy here because I'm adoring it. I'm going sucking it through my teeth, wanting more. And that, even when you put it to your face, it's blackcurrant. I mean, I might be exaggerating because it is one of my favourite wines, but that is a really good example of a Rioja.
You know, when you said you felt that the tannins, were because it's a Reserva, you wouldn't have expected those tannins to be quite as hard hitting. You got that, and then the tannins came in a little bit harder than you expect. For me, it actually represented a paragraph.
Go on.
Well, if you're reading, so you're reading the first paragraph, and then there's it's a paragraph. So take a breath, and now we're into something different.
I'll give you that. That's a really nice way to describe it.
That's just what sort of struck me. Yeah.
I suppose you are completely correct, are you? That's the end of this bit.
It's the dividing line, and now we're going to get into this bit.
I like it, John. I like it.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that the tannins for me didn't distract from it. It just made a pause and said, okay, that's that bit. Now, here we go. Here's the second bit.
Here's a bit more for you.
Yeah. And then there's also the tannins come in again, I think, for a second time right at the end. Then flatten out again.
I'm just going to do that again. See, that for me, $12.99 or $14.99. I would happily pay that every day of the week for that. I'm not saying I would drink it every day, but even then, that deliciousness, that would be something I'd look forward to. Your hard day at work, but Rioja, he knows me. It's that is probably. And if I had guests round, that's something I would be proud. I'd be proud to serve that.
Tasting that, immediately when I taste a really good Rioja, I think to myself, I'd love to go for a little car tour around Rioja. Get the car, park it in a village, taste the local Rioja, move on to the next village, and the following day having slept in a sort of local inn, and then.
See, my decision now with this is I can't decide if I will drink that too quickly because I want to constantly have it on my face, or whether I'm going to drink that slowly because I want to absolutely appreciate every single little drop in there. What?
No, I'm just thinking if you having it on your face. I was
like the glasses in that.
I was just splashing it all over.
Not like that.
No, I know what you mean. I think obviously it is your favourite. Favourite wine. So it's like.
Yeah, especially I'm going to wax lyrical, and I think that, and I'll bring it back because I am getting overly excitable under this one. But this is a very, very, very good example of a Rioja.
And I mean, Riojas can be 30, 40 quid, can't they?
Easily, Grand Reservas, yeah.
And this, you're going to have to go some in terms of beating the taste of this, I think. You know, I'm sure there'll be some subtleties, and there will be better wines, but I bet you're going to have to be sort of adding twice the price. I bet you're going to have to be paying £30 to get a perceived improvement on this.
Yes, that would take it would take a lot to beat that, and like you say, you'd have to like put a lot more money into. £12.99, £14.99. That's just outstanding.
Whoa. Well, okay. Well, let's move on to pairing then. You know, I can just see your mind ticking all of the cheeses that you'd like to pair this with. Or is there just one?
I'd pair it with another glass of wine because it's that delicious. No, if it was, I mean, the biggest one with this, and if we've tasted Rioja before, I'll always have said cave aged Gruyere, which is a Swiss cheese. But I've done this many times personally and on my private tastings. I've not found anything, and believe me, I do try pairing other cheeses with this, with the cave aged Gruyere. Those two together, sublime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's it?
That's all I'm going for, yeah.
Okay. For me, I just sort of remember being in Bilbao in a restaurant with very similar wine, and there's sort of like this really juicy steak. It was a big steak brought to the table, and there were about 10 of us, and it was carved up into slices. You know, it had some peppers in it. It was quite bloody in the middle, a few onions, and a few tomatoes, and that I think would just be heaven.
Isn't it? See, this is what we're doing this for, John. Just that food and drink.
Yeah.
These little pleasures in life.
Yeah.
Oh, when it's
Aren't we lucky?
Yes.
Aren't we lucky?
Yes.
So blessed.
Blessed. That's the word we are. Particularly blessed to get to try wines like this.
Yeah.
And then help you try
wines like this. Yeah. Well, you know, do try it. I think I don't have any reservation at all in suggesting that you give this a try.
Not at all. Price is good. The wine's good. There's no reason you shouldn't have a go at this and experience that. Crikey, John. I'm thinking now. You know, some of the wines we've had, you know, in days gone by at $12.99 don't even come close.
They don't touch this. No, you know, if I was drinking this and someone, you know, I didn't know the price and someone had said this is, you know, 25 quid or 30 quid, I wouldn't.
No, you'd be like,
I wouldn't say you're done.
No.
You've been done. Okay.
No. Comes down to a score.
Okay, it comes down to a score. I get the feeling yours is going to be a high one.
I think it is, John.
Okay, over to you.
Okay, well, I mean, even with my love of Rioja, which I am trying to. Oh, no, I'm not trying to put it one side because this is a personal thing. This will be my personal score. That price, that style, the flavour, that ticked every box. It ticked every box more so than I thought it would. So I'm going to have to give this a very healthy. Have to look it up. There I've had a glass of Rioja. There we go. Possibly.
Okay. You're going to be disappointed with this.
That's just my thing. It wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. 90.
90's not bad. I have gone to 96, and I believe that's the highest score I've ever given a wine. I believe it is.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Wow.
The only thing that could make that better is if it was, you know, £5 a bottle.
Well, I would be there.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I was a bit dubious about going over the 95. I thought 95 that, but I just thought it deserved.
Wow, John.
I feel. I don't know.
I guess we're going to be finishing the bottle then.
Or
you will be.
I think we will definitely. Well, you've got to share wine. You've got to enjoy wine with people.
It's always better when you share it.
Of course it is. And is that passion the one that you might really like and you want to show me everything about that? I said, taste that. Can you get that in there? And that's exactly how I feel about this wine. But yeah, that was. I'm going to have to say, for the money, I'm going to use the word spectacular.
Whoa! I think when I edit this, I think I'm going to have to sort of have like
a ticker tape.
Yeah, coming down. Yeah, absolutely. Whoa! Well,
brilliant.
I'm so pleased that you enjoyed that so much.
I'm also so pleased.
So pleased. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, if you get to try this, then let us know your comments. If you get to pair it with something different, then also let us know that. And you know, it's going to be a while. I fear it's going to be a while before we get to taste wine that is as good as that.
But we never know.
We never know. We wait to be surprised. And so until next time, guys, we'll see you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.